The controversy surrounding the coronavirus lab leak may have real basis. This is based on the issue tackled last May 2021 at the Senate hearing in the U.S. about the origin of the coronavirus. There are theories that the experiment in Wuhan may lead to the creation and release of more infectious or deadly organisms. In the said experiment at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, there are scenarios in which scientists in a lab can test the ability of a virus to mutate by exposing it to different types of cells or to mice that genetically engineered into the human immune system. Dr. Anthony Fauci, who recently stepped down as the head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, supported the suspension of said research in 2012. He gave a hypothetical scenario then that within a lab it might involve an incompetent and skilled scientist in a poorly regulated lab. During that time, Dr. Fauci noted that, in an unlikely but conceivable turn of events, what if that scientist becomes infected with the virus, which leads to an outbreak and ultimately triggers a pandemic? In 2017, the federal government reauthorized the delayed experiment, which also approved by the federal board. In the May 2021 Senate hearing, Senator Rand Raul said that it was mentioned in a 2015 paper by Prof. Sheng-Li Shi, Ralph Baric of North Carolina, and other authors that they included a SARS-like virus with a novel bat virus spike protein and found that it was sickening to mice based on their study. This was said to provide evidence that there is a dangerous cave of Chinese bats. They also left a question as to whether such studies are too dangerous to pursue. Continuing to learn about the incident, Prof. Shi denied that she was only conducting gain-of-function experiments. Peter Daszak, who is also one of the leaders of the experiment, also denied the lab leak. He is a WHO inspector today. On the other hand, in 2017, in the laboratory of Ralph Baric, remdesivir was first introduced, which is the then uniquely licensed drug to treat COVID. Baric is also among those who helped create the Moderna COVID vaccine and the new drug that may emerge against COVID-19. In 2022, Senate Republican stoppers have produced a report laying out their argument that the most likely origin of the coronavirus pandemic was some kind of research-related incident in China, citing a safety lapses in laboratories there and arguing that there are evidentiary gaps in published scientific research that points to a natural origin from animals sold at a market in Wuhan. The new GOP report states that quote-unquote, critical corroborating evidence of a natural zoonotic spillover is missing. While the absence of evidence is not itself evidence, the lack of corroborating evidence of a zoonotic spillover or spillovers 3 years into the pandemic is highly problematic. What exactly is the origin of the COVID-19 that has killed millions since it emerged in Wuhan, China in late 2019? Does the virus spread in a natural way? Or because there was indeed a gain-of-function experiment that took place? I am Lovely Montoya of Manila STV.